Welcome back to another sports podcast, everybody, because that's exactly what the world needs, another sports podcast. We're the Sweaty Trio, and we're glad to be back. We actually had an interview the other week, and we got a really cool name for the pod, for at least our location.
We're not going to name drop.
We're not going to name drop,
No,
but I think the new location for our pod, should we drop it? Should we drop the new name for the den? The basement?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the locker room.
Gets real sweaty in here.
Where things get sweaty. Boys, you got anything sports related, anything interesting you want to share?
Yeah, so this is actually really cool. On Thursday night, I went to game 4 of the Steelheads game. We're playing Oshawa.
Playoffs.
It's playoffs, yeah.
Nice.
And you always see like scouts there. I went to a couple games with my buddy Josh over the course of the season, and I saw Pascal Dupuis, I saw Chris Draper.
The Columbus goalie? Or not the goalie, the Pittsburgh guy?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's scouting for the Penguins. And so this week, Ben Danford is the Leafs' first-round pick from last year, so the Leafs scouts were there. And Josh pointed out, I look to my right, I see Jake Muzzin, Brad Treliving, and Shane Doan all at the top, sitting behind us, but up in the corner.
That's so sick.
Yeah, Muzzin's a part of that crew now, eh?
Yeah, they hired him.
Love that.
And so we're I didn't take any photos or anything because they were too far, and I didn't want to bug them, so... And I'm also almost 30 years old, and I can't fangirl anymore. I feel like that's wrong. But
No, man, if he's trade living, you gotta look at him and be like, yo, don't sign Marner.
So they're clearly watching Ben Danford, and so we're watching every time Danford's on the ice. We're looking up to see what notes they're taking. They've already drafted him, but they're watching him play. He's a great player, by the way. I think he's gonna be a stud. But besides that, there was a guy on the Steelheads who is undrafted and eligible for this upcoming draft. He won't be a top. He won't be a top pick. He'll be mid-round, 4th, 5th round, I think. But this guy, so every time this guy was on the ice, Josh pointed it out that the Leafs scouts, so Muzzin and Doan, and someone else with the Leafs, I'm not sure who it was, he had a Maple Leafs vest on, were opening their books and writing down every time this guy was on the ice.
Really?
That's wild.
So his name is Gabriel Sherratt. He played Junior A and then got drafted by the Steelheads. Last year he played 48 games and had 5 goals. And then this year... He played 66 and had 21.
Oh, wow.
60 PIMs. And this guy plays
He's like a goon? Do you have his
he's not a goon, but he plays hard. He'll be like a 3rd, 4th line guy.
Kind of
Is
nice.
he big?
Do you have his stats on that thing? Your site?
Yeah, he scored... He had 35 points, 21 goals in 66 games this year. Was a plus 21.
You got his height and weight up the top?
He is 5'11", 190. But he's also...
So he's not huge, but...
He's also born in 2006, so that would make him 19.
Oh my god, that's so... He's 7 years
He's 19. He's 19 this
What
year.
are we doing?
That's fucked.
So
We're
anyways,
talking about it.
Long story short, that's a guy that clearly the Leafs are interested in.
That's sick.
So
That's really
prediction, and I can't take credit for this. This is Josh. Prediction: the Leafs draft him this year in the middle rounds. They'll take him 4th, 5th round. That's my prediction. Not my prediction. Josh pointed it out. I'm just we have the platform.
On paper, he sounds like a great addition.
We got Shefty.
He plays.
Shefty's
He
here,
plays
bro.
center. He shoots right. He's like a wide dude.
It's always a
not
need.
overly big, but he's out there he's on the penalty kill. He was forechecking hard. He was laying the body. He's pretty
That's
good.
sick. That's really sick, especially now you get that insight to the future of the Leafs.
And he went from 5 goals to 20
It's a
That's
really
a big
big
step.
step.
in the same amount of games. He 4 times his goals.
Yeah, and I'm sure all that coaching staff, they're just trying to see his intangibles. They want to
Yeah,
see how
for
he's
sure.
on the ice,
For
does
sure.
he grinds, he makes
So-
second efforts.
It was cool. And I'm going tomorrow. They have game 6 in Brampton. They play, not Mississauga, but hopefully they're there
That'd be tough.
tomorrow afternoon at
That'd
2
be
o'clock.
fire.
So
All
that's
right.
it. That's my opening
Nice.
fun fact for you.
That's sick, man. That sounds like a great fucking time. Michael, we're going to get into the NFL, and we're going to start with our weekly check-in on Aaron Rodgers. He is not on ayahuasca, but Michael, take it away.
I think it was last weekend. I saw a report that said he was at UCLA with DK, and they were having a nice little throwing session. So,
What does that mean, though?
Just a couple bros throwing the ball.
Yeah, DK, run D. They're probably on the beach just running routes one-on-one.
DK's now their quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers looked at him and said, "Hey, pal, you want to go throw the ball around? You up for a game of catch?"
So, I'm sticking to it. Steelers sign him a week after the draft. That's my prediction.
He's really just going to sit around and wait. Because I also heard the Steelers have a meeting, I think it's today, with Jackson Dart.
Yeah. They had one with Milrow.
I feel like
3 days
if they
ago.
draft a QB, Aaron Rodgers, it's going to get to his ego, and he's going to be upset, and he's going to be like, nah, I don't want to play here. I don't want to play behind.
No.
I don't want to play with a quarterback behind me just looming over my shoulder wanting to take my job. He wants a secure job.
He's probably got one more year in him. Maybe.
I don't think that's.
I don't even think he has another year. He's so bad.
He sucks.
He doesn't suck.
He does suck.
He's just bad for the team.
He does suck.
Of already a broken culture team.
No, we know the culture. It's crashing out.
It is.
But that wasn't the culture before. The culture was crash out and win. Now it's just crash out no matter what the situation
Crash out and
is.
be mid.
It was Juju. He made that TikTok on the field, and then everyone realized that like the Steelers don't care. You can do what you want.
Yeah, he was renegading on the Cowboys star.
Yeah.
This is really sad to see, but the Browns believe in Pickett. I mean, like, why do you believe in like small hands, double flow?
All you have to do to see Kenny Pickett in the NFL, just watch him on Philly. When he throws the ball, it doesn't come out of his hand, and he does a full 360 to the ground.
He literally threw the ball so hard that he went head over heels.
That's Kenny Pickett.
He went head over heels.
He's not good, man. He's just not good.
Yeah, that's bad. In Miami, it seems like things are starting to settle down. Tyreek is not... Actually, this is a completely different topic here. This just reminded me. You know Tyreek Hill got another woman pregnant?
Yeah.
Another one?
Oh my God.
Another one.
He has more pregnancies than he has chips. He has more pregnancies than he got touchdowns this year.
What is he doing?
He's effed.
Dude, he made a TikTok with her, and they're like, we're having another baby.
I saw that.
Is he like a sex addict? Like, what's going on here?
I think he just really wants to spread his dominance.
He's trying to be Phillip Rivers.
He's trying to be Phillip Rivers.
He wants his...
Bill has starting out
that
11.
photo of Phillip Rivers throwing a ball with his
helmet
over his face.
That's
Like,
my fantasy picture.
It's so funny.
But I want to ask, so the Dolphins aren't going to trade Tyreek. Do they have at all a chance at making the playoffs?
It's
a
the
wild
same
card
team.
spot?
And did they make the playoffs last year?
I don't think they made the playoffs
No.
last year.
I don't even think they've made any significant.
But to be fair, they lost Tua last year. They didn't. They haven't done shit. They haven't done shit in the last
They
2
also
years.
lost Javon Holland.
Yeah. They got worse. And all their money's tied up in... Tua up until last year made more money than Allen.
Tua's going to be wearing fucking Master Chief's armor next time he goes out on the field.
3D
No,
prints
he
him
doesn't
a
believe in the
fucking-
Guardian caps. Guy was throwing up gang signs on the
But he's fine. He's
on the
living
field
life.
when he got hurt.
He's living life. All right, another note. They're banning the Tush Push. They want to. I hate it.
When you say has support, what is that? Like who? Is it half the league?
It's
Is
other
it-
teams around the league. So
Other
I was
teams,
reading
yeah.
a thing on the Score the other day. They don't have like any specific number of teams or GMs, whatever it is, but there is other teams or other upper management that do support the ban of the Tush Push.
Yeah, I think the Lions are one of those teams that support the ban of Tush Push. Green Bay, of course, they headed it up.
Okay, so this is equivalent to like what the NHL did when they added the trapezoid. When the Devils would just like play trap hockey and teams would dump it in, and Martin Brodeur would go like to the far goal line or like to the circle and play the puck and move it out. This is the same idea. It's because a team has been successful and they've won now a Super Bowl. They've been to 2, and they'll probably have another shot at winning another few. This is teams bitching and moaning about having the Tush Push be around and no one can defend it.
I find it hilarious because other teams can't do it. And so it shows,
Yeah.
like, for something like playing trap hockey, I get it. You don't want guys to just sit there and rag the puck the whole time. You don't
Yeah.
sit behind the net and kill time. It's not entertaining to watch. The Tush Push is one play out of a full drive.
It's not even every drive, too.
It's not every drive.
It's not.
They get in the end zone, they can pass the ball, they can do 10 different other things. And also get rid of the Tush Push, fine. When we're on the 1 yard line, we'll just get Saquon to run it. And he averages 2 yards before contact every time anyways.
He's going to have
what are you
25
changing?
touchdowns.
Yes.
A good O-line is going to be a good O-line regardless. The fact is, the Tush Push only works behind a good O-line, and ban it all you want, the Eagles will still... I don't think they're
They'll just
fucking
do a
small
version
yardage
of QB
pushing.
sneak now.
Yeah.
where-
Yeah, but why did it start with the Packers? Like, what?
It's because the Packers tried it the most and they couldn't achieve it. They couldn't do it.
That's-
There's so many
that's
videos
on
of
the
Jordan
Packers,
Love.
then.
Jordan Love had one false start. It was the funniest thing ever where he takes the snap and no one was on the same page and he kind of just falls forward into his center. And he's just like leaning his chest on
Push
his
me,
back.
guys.
But like, I don't even know what I was gonna say. I just had a huge brain fart. Oh my god. Please pick
Your
me
brain's
up.
been built.
Oh, why? So okay, I do remember. So yes, obviously the Eagles when they were doing it successfully had like when they started it, arguably one of the greatest O lines ever. But
Yeah.
why can't teams load up with like a fullback, a big running back, and have all their big O linemen in front pushing their quarterback? Like, why can't you be successful at it?
It's all about the O-line. It really is. It's the O-line. I remember Jason Kelsey talked about it one time before he retired, and he was saying it's something about they condense, it's the physics of it. They condense so much of their energy towards that small point in front of the QB,
Yeah.
and that's where the play works. All the pushing after the fact is because the linemen are down to a point.
Just to move them forward.
Well, they've gotten the D line down and they've created almost essentially a ramp where the fullback and the running back can just push the QB directly over the line. The line gets bulldozed in this play.
Yeah.
They also used Jason Kelce one time said that when he retired, he said, I'm glad I don't have to be at the bottom of the tush push anymore. And the NFL is using that as rationale. They're saying Jason Kelce said it was grueling and violent.
Well, it kind of is.
He also tweeted, though, and J.J. Watt responded, and it was a great response. If you take everything that's hard and grueling out of sports, what the fuck is left?
Yeah, honestly.
No, what's left to do?
The whole point about a sport is supposed to be grueling. It's supposed to be hard, and that's what makes it entertaining.
It is scary, though. Could you imagine?
It's
how much money would you have to get paid to be the
almost
center?
2,000 pounds coming down on top of you.
Oh, I mean, like, I'd do it just for, like, the name factor.
It's 4 D linemen, the linebackers, the safeties, your own team, all pushing down on where you are. You're the main point of contact.
You're getting your head stepped on, you're getting your back stepped on, you're getting your hand stepped on, your legs, your ankles. You're getting literally flattened.
But if 40-year-old Jason Kelce could not miss any games doing that, then who's bitching and complaining about?
Yeah, like...
These guys are gross, man.
You know, the guy he didn't miss games, like, ever.
Nope. I think he missed one game his last year. I think it was the last game they rested him.
Was it like a rest?
Yeah, I think they rested him. It is what it is. Talking about old guys, Julio is retiring.
Unfortunately.
I have a quick little blind comp here. This is just... I want to bring this up. I had it on my phone.
With Julio?
It's with Julio, because now that Julio's retiring, I just want to have a conversation about some of the best wide receivers of the 2010s.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, who's the best of that, that era?
Listen, I'm just going to give you guys a blind comp. I guess one is a blind. These are Julio stats. Julio had 903 receptions, 13,629 yards, 64 touchdowns, 87.9 yards per game, and 5 All-Pros.
The guy averaged almost 90 yards a game. Crazy.
Player B.
Player B has 928 receptions, 12,291 yards, 83 touchdowns, 84.2 yards per game, 6 All-Pros, and a Super Bowl.
Julio. Are we picking?
Yeah, who do you want?
Julio.
Yeah, Julio.
You just fucked yourself, buddy.
AB.
You took the Falcon over the Steeler.
It's blind, though, but if you put them, like, if I knew that was AB, and, well, I didn't know that was Julio, I'm taking AB.
I guess, to be fair, Julio also had, like, a little bit of a longer career.
But not really, like, the last few years he played.
I think...
He was on... Who was he on? He was on the Eagles. He didn't do anything there.
He went to the Bucks that one year.
He went to the Bucks. He didn't do anything there.
He
might have had one touchdown that year.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was on the Titans.
Him and Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, he did nothing there. Like, okay, out of the 10s, or I guess in the mid-2000s into the 2010s, who's the best receiver of that time? You have
Megatron.
AB, Megatron.
Yeah, I was going to say Megatron.
If he played longer,
But he didn't.
He's probably the second best receiver.
It's irrelevant, though. The peak is the peak.
Okay.
We saw that peak. It was unbelievable. We've never seen another player like it.
Okay.
Megatron was fucked.
His reception yards is probably not going to be broken for a long time.
Nope.
I think.
Yeah, he was a machine. Too bad the Lions were so shit.
So bad. Just him and Stafford, that's it.
It was so sad.
Oh, and
sad.
Theo Riddick.
But yeah, prayers up to Julio.
And Dan
nothing bad happened.
Yeah. Running in the back of the end zone. Giving himself a safety, but still running while he's out of bounds.
Then he throws it. All-time clip.
What a loser.
We like Dan Orlovsky. He's good.
No, it's funny. It's good for the culture, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
He laughs at it now.
Exactly.
It's fine.
That photo
But
is
it's so funny at the moment,
So
bro.
funny.
Oh my god.
So funny. All right, we had 2 huge signings in the NFL. We got Geno and McBride. Geno's not huge.
So Geno's what, 2 years, 80-something million?
Yeah, I think he's $80 million.
Oh,
How does he keep getting these contracts?
he's good.
He's
Ball
good,
slinger.
but like, he's not $42 million good.
You know, I'm going to say something that you guys are about to hate.
Oh, God.
Put Geno on the lines, he performs the exact same as Stafford. Sorry, not Stafford. Jared Goff.
I think he might do better.
Why do you hate Goff?
I don't hate Goff. He's just a civilian.
You hate Jared Goff.
He performs in great situations.
I seriously think he's better than Goff on the Lions.
That's wild.
He's better rushing.
I like that.
He's got a better arm.
He's right. He's a
He might have more
slinger.
turnovers because Goff is just like, oh, let's run mesh play. Oh, fucking 8 yards.
It's mesh
But,
spot every play.
Yeah, mesh. You gotta hit X in motion over the...
but Geno can sling it.
Geno's a ball slinger. And he can move.
It's kind of hard to compare because Jared Goff, other than those bad years in Detroit, hasn't really been on bad teams. Like, the Rams were really good.
The Rams are good,
The
yeah.
Lions have been good. They have been... Now, they were bad for a little while, but they've been good for the last, 3 seasons? They've been pretty good.
It's, I would
And
take
then-
Geno over Jared Goff, in my opinion.
McBride was 4 years, 75.
Yeah, 75 and a half, which is... Fuck.
I think it's worth it, honestly.
He's good.
He is.
He's a
He's at the tight end market.
Is he the best tight end?
No.
In the league?
Probably.
Over the course of the last 2 years?
Who's better?
Kittle.
I do like that, actually.
If you're
Kittle's a
talking
beast.
maybe from an offensive standpoint, then maybe
Kittle
it's
is
McBride.
a really good. Kittle's an O-lineman,
But
basically.
yeah, Kittle
Yes.
does everything.
But that's what also sets Kittle aside from other tight ends. That's why I'll stand on Kittle as a better tight end than Kelsey all time, because Kittle blocks, Kelsey doesn't.
We
Kelsey's
also
a receiver.
we can't forget about Brock Bowers and what he did.
Brock Bowers is also a beast on a shit team.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cardinals also suck, but you take
You can't
Kyler
forget
Murray.
about what Mark Andrews did in the divisional game against the Bills. Like fumble and that drop on the 2-point
MVP.
convert.
They get
Loser.
too hard, those are some of the moments that wake you up and you're like, wow, my dick is hard.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a good one.
sweaty.
It's hard in the locker room.
Well, NFL?
Milk.
We're going to get some NHL. Those Leafs are peaking at the right fucking time,
Top of the
boys.
division, baby.
Yeah, standings wise here.
So
I
they're
got you.
3 points ahead, and they have 7 games remaining. That's Tampa, Florida, and us.
Yeah.
We all have 7
I
games
think
We're
remaining.
3 up on the light.
I saw, we'll get into this a little bit later, but I saw a crazy commercial today that we were talking about the playoff race. I think they said it was 7 teams within 9 points are competing for those 2 spots.
Yeah, it's tight.
Something like that. It's really fucked race for those 2 spots in the East.
Yeah.
Leafs are first with their 3 points up on Tampa.
So is
It's kind of clinch.
it possible? The Panthers are sort of reeling right now. They're missing. Barkov is hurt. Kachuk's hurt.
Yeah.
Ekblad's suspended.
Is Kachuk coming back for playoffs?
Yeah. Is it possible that Ottawa could catch Florida?
No.
6 points back.
No. I don't.
It's possible.
Ottawa's playing really well. They've been mediocre lately.
I want to see schedules, to be honest.
They play Florida tonight.
They
or
played Blue
today.
Jackets twice.
They play Florida today.
Wow, they have a cakewalk to end the season. The Blue Jackets, I guess, aren't horrible, but they're not a great team.
Back to back. Yeah.
You got back to back, and then the Canadians, I guess, whatever. Flyers will be an easy win. Chicago should be an easy win. Hurricanes, the last game of the season. Everyone's sitting guys. Doesn't matter, depending on the playoff race. But
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay, so the Leafs just have to basically play like 500 hockey. Go 4-3,
yeah,
We want exactly how the division is. We want that to stay
and
the
you
same
still play
because
Florida and
yeah,
Tampa.
we'll
once
play
a month.
Ottawa first round. Tampa and Florida will play each
Beat
other
the shit out
first
of each
round.
other.
Yeah,
It's called the Sunshine.
and then we just
Fuck
play the
Fest.
winner of that
They
season.
call it.
Sunshine and Skull.
It's the Sunshine Fuck Fest.
Sounds like a good time.
No, I'm with that. I would love to play Ottawa in the first round. I think that's, like you said, I just want to experience all the kids running around. I guess I'm not on a playground anymore. I could be. I'd get arrested, but I could be.
You could
I just want to see them all running around with their
just don't be
jerseys above
sweaty.
their heads.
Yeah.
Don't be sweaty.
Don't scan that QR
Excuse
code.
me, sir. You can't film
Let's
in
get
this
sweaty.
playground. Scan that QR code, baby.
It's going to be a really interesting playoff race, guys. Now, it happened.
This is the only topic I want to talk about.
Yesterday
we
it
can go on about this
happened.
for hours.
I'm just going to start, before we really get into this, who's better all-time, Ovi or Sid?
Sid.
I think we're all
Sid.
on the same... Yeah, it's Sid. Sid's a better player. He's just
Sid.
better hockey player.
It's close, but it's
It's
close.
not close.
I think it's closer
It's
than
not
people
close. It's not close. Look at every facet of it. NHL, international, junior
I know.
hockey. He was better in every way.
He's right.
think. But
I bet you head to head he's better.
to
He's right.
to Ovechkin's credit, he's the best at doing the hardest thing in hockey, which is scoring goals.
No, the hardest thing in hockey is
He's
winning
right.
the cup and Sid has 3.
Oh, he's right.
just-
And he went back to back.
He's
You're
right.
trying to discredit Ovechkin.
I'm not.
How can you?
I'm not. Obviously, I'm not. I think our audience thinks that I hate the Capitals.
He's the greatest goal scorer of all time. He is the greatest goal scorer of all time.
He is. He's gonna beat Gretzky in the same amount of games.
Yeah, and he tied it in the same amount of games.
I saw a stat today. I was telling my dad. It's just a fun stat because Ovi doesn't penalty kill. He has 5 shorthanded goals in his career. Gretzky has 73. Obviously, Ovi's not gonna be on the PK, so whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone keeps bitching about empty net goals. Ovi has like 65.
And you know who's second? Gretzky.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like,
That's pretty. 65 is
and the guy
most.
said, I don't. He gave Ryan. He could have scored. He gave Ryan Leonard. We'll get there.
Yeah.
His first goal. He didn't want to score in an empty net.
Absolutely, that's nails.
That's so nailed.
It's so sick.
Even if he doesn't score for the rest of the year, I respect the shit out of it.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
I want to be a goalie.
He's gonna score. I think. They either play tonight or tomorrow.
They play tomorrow at 12:30, and they play He's gonna score if he does on a fellow Russian in Sorokin. They play the Islanders.
Ooh.
You know Sorokin's never been scored on by Ovechkin?
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
That'd be a wild one. You break the Russians' record of not being able to score on them.
They're in the same division, too, which is nuts.
It's a big game for the Islanders too. They're still technically around.
I mean, they've
Yeah.
lost 6 in a row up until
Are
yesterday.
they?
Yeah,
And it's
up
not
until
like they're gonna
yesterday.
do it.
Never mind.
Honestly, I'm very much pro. If you're not going to do anything in the playoffs, don't get there. Especially if I'm an Islanders fan, I don't want to see them there.
No.
I don't care.
Just get
to
to
get pounded on.
But I mean, I guess to that point, if you're on the verge of making the playoffs, why not push for it? Because you either maybe get lucky and make a Cinderella run, or you settle for a 17th overall pick in the first round.
No. Because you have to decide when you're like 30 or 20 games out, and then you just kill everything.
Tell that to the
lose
Islanders.
the final.
Tell
30.
that to the Rangers.
They should have lost the final 30. Both teams.
Yeah, I mean, well, like
New York should not see a victory ever.
to that point though, hockey is like the one sport where upsets happen all the time.
Yeah, for sure. It's the biggest like dark horse sport.
And
Yeah,
back to
parody.
my point last week about the Capitals not going far. They're probably gonna win the President's Cup or President's Trophy, if not the Jets. Only one team in the last 20 years has won the Stanley Cup by winning the President's Trophy, and that was the shortened season Blackhawks. And I think only 6 of those teams have made it past the second round.
Yeah, only 6. And Capitals are going to make it 7.
They're gonna play Carolina in the second round and lose.
You might as well just give me that $20 now.
Okay, we'll see.
Michael said he put this really crazy stat in here in our notes today. There's only 3 players to average more goals per game than Ovi and Gretzky, and it's Lemieux,
Whoa.
Bossy,
Wait, put emphasis on the last one.
Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
Put him on a photo.
Austin Matthews.
So I think Gretzky is
crazy.
0.65. I think Ovechkin is like 0.64. He's probably the same. Bossy and Lemieux are 0.76, and Matthews is 0.75.
That's wild.
So Matthews
That's fucking
scores.
crazy.
Matthews scores every 3 games.
Every 3 games. 3 and 4 games he's scoring goals.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That's crazy.
That's stupid.
Absurd.
Lemieux and Bossy makes complete sense. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we'll see how Matthews'
not anticipate
career
Matthews.
10 years out, but if he keeps it up,
He's
he
almost
could be
got
next on
he'll be
that
at
watch.
400 in soon.
He's at 397 right now.
Yeah, he'll be at 400 probably by the end of the year.
Yeah, before the end of the regular
500
season.
something games. Maybe.
Maybe he just gets
Yeah.
jealous the night that Ovi breaks the record, so he's like, fuck it, I rip a hat trick.
Or he scores 495 goals. Isn't that crazy? Like, you think, think 500 goals in the NHL is Sherlock Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
500
elite.
goals is, you're like 60% of the way to Gretzky. Ovi's going to beat that.
Yeah.
And play another year. He's going to score 900 plus.
How many years do you think Ovi could actually still have left in
He's
his
got
life?
one more year in his contract, then he's going to Russia.
Yeah,
think so?
I think.
100%.
But if he didn't decide to go to Russia, I'd say maybe 2.
He's got everything now, man. He has his cup. He's going to beat Gretzky.
He's not slowing down, though. Like,
No, he's
me
not.
looking at this, I could see Ovi play another
but
2, 3, 4 seasons.
It's not abnormal for Russians to do that. Datsuk did it. Kovalchuk did it. Malkin will do it.
It's in the water, eh?
It's
It's like the Dagestanis in the UFC.
Unfortunately.
Kuznetsov did it.
Yeah.
Galchenyuk did it.
Kuznetsov?
First line.
Kuznetsov's
First line center.
Michael, how about them Blues?
11 in a row.
36 and 11 since they
11
hired
in
Jim
a-
Montgomery.
He's...
The Bruins.
You want to talk
fucked
about a dark horse?
The Bruins fucked up. They fired the wrong guy. They should have fired Cam Neely.
Yeah, 100%.
I hate to interrupt. Bruins actually are officially out of the playoff race now.
You want to know what the Bruins and the Titanic have in common? They're both at the bottom of the Atlantic.
We talked about this. I don't know if all 3 of us talked about it. The last time that Detroit and Boston didn't make the playoffs,
I heard this stat. I saw this.
what was the year?
No.
What was the year?
2008.
No, 1967.
Oh, wow.
The last time the Leafs
I
made the
did see that
playoffs
stat
for
there.
9 straight years, it ended in 1967.
And who won the cup in
That's on that.
1967?
That was Hockey Illuminati, no?
Yep.
Hockey Illuminati. Hockey Illuminati. Come on
Also,
the pod,
shout
baby.
out to Witt, because that's where I saw it.
Come on the pod, Hockey Illuminati.
That's jokes. And I mean, let's just loop back to Ovi real quick.
That's
You were
a
saying
crazy stat.
Ryan Leonard, he gave him that empty netter, and he is as old as Ovi's NHL career.
Which is nuts.
The guy was born in 2005.
Yeah.
When Ovi got drafted?
Ovi was playing his rookie year that year.
It's insane.
And Ovi is like, what, 4th in the league in goals?
I think so. He's top 5 for sure.
Yeah, he's got one.
This guy is an ageless fucking wonder.
Love him.
He's so nails. Ovi Watch on Full Effect tomorrow at 12:30.
It's at 12:30. We'll post a live video. So whoever's watching.
I'm watching the game.
Yeah, right when it goes
100%.
on. The minute that puck hits the fucking back post, I want to see. He started to score!
What's his selling gonna be?
The hot stick. He should do that again.
You think the hot stick?
Oh, that would be so nice.
You don't think he's gonna do is get on one knee and do the double fist?
Maybe he'll do
scoop?
the nail Yakupov and just slide across the entire ice.
The Theo Fleury.
You should do the chell when you press A and your guy just goes face first into the boards.
Breaks his neck.
Break my neck.
NHL, you have been
Milked.
Why do we do this?
Because we're milking it.
It's a
a
good
big
thing
udder.
we keep it away from our mouth.
It's a really long udder. You gotta make sure you get 2 hands. You get every drop of milk.
It's a girthy letter.
I think there's a hippo. Do you want to get on all 4s and start looking for it? Okay.
Hey, how you feel about them finger guns?
He is so stupid. Like, what is he doing?
Jaw's a moron.
What was it, 2023, like the guns on live stream on IG? I think that's when it started.
Yeah.
And then last week he did it as a celebration. He got fined $75,000. Memphis fires their coach to keep Jaw happy. And then he does it again, and he points it at the Memphis owner.
That was the funniest thing ever. The fact that he did it to the owner. You're going to look at you and say, dead boy.
Like,
You dead boy.
what is he doing?
I also don't think...
You can take the man out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the man.
He's not hood! He went to a private school!
I know, but...
Yeah, he got a full ride to a... what? Fuck,
Clarence parents have a real good marriage type shit.
Fuck, man.
There ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Jaw's scared to death.
He's scared to look at his yearbook.
Fucking yearbook.
Like, it's unbelievable how he has no class. But I just think he's also just a young kid. I don't think he realizes that the standard for him has changed. I don't think he knows that his past actions.
I don't think that's a valid excuse anymore because he's been in the league for 4 years now.
Yeah, but
at some point you got to grow up.
24, 23,
he's 25.
He's not 17. He's not 12.
And like, I get it. It's a celebration, kind of like heat of the moment. But like, you've been told multiple times to not do it.
Yeah, you can't.
No, I'm with you guys. He's an idiot, but I don't understand how it keeps happening. I don't know how.
Buddy Hield did it too.
In the
same game.
Yeah, because he can't spell
connector.
C-O-N.
He's not doing the guns. He's doing sign language on how to spell connector.
All right, the Hall of Fame ballots are starting to come in. Guangdong Dwight Howard.
Lock. Absolute lock.
Yeah, I mean, like, yes, like, the accolades do it, but, like, I wish your character was taken into account.
What do you mean? He's very inclusive because him and Kyle Kuzma had an affair together.
Remember all of his lower body injuries?
His back blown out.
He had a tailbone bruise like 17 times.
Fuck,
Kyle Kuzma's packing.
No, I mean, hey, like, with this, when you do your private times, none of our business. Go to the Hall of Fame for it. But Dwight, you got, like, a lot of these guys who go to the Hall of Fame, you are a part of a prestigious group. Those aren't the kind of guys that decide, I'm not good enough for the NBA, I'm going to go to Guangdong and beat on all these Chinese guys who aren't tall enough to play.
He's not good enough to play in the NBA.
Yeah, he went to China when was he like 37 now?
But that's what I'm saying.
He won a chip and then left, right?
Yeah. He got all he needed. He's got multiple Defensive Player of the Years.
It's equivalent to J.R. Smith when he went to fucking college to go beat on those kids.
And J.R. Smith is Henny God. He can do whatever he wants.
The guy didn't wear a shirt for like 6 months.
He retired and then he went to college just so he could beat on a bunch of 18-year-olds.
But you gotta remember, these kids are way better golfers than him. He's a full-time NBA player for his whole life. These kids are full-time golfers. And it's not like he's beating him. He's not playing on the fucking web.com tour. He's not playing in the PGA. He's not playing in shit.
Well, I don't like it, but his accolades.
He's a lock. He's
his
an
accolades,
absolute
yeah,
lock.
it's
100%.
He's Superman with his back blown out. Melo's also going to the Hall of Fame. How do you feel, Taylor?
Yeah,
Melo's going to the Hall of Fame for being the greatest ISO player of all time.
He's going to the Hall of Fame solely for his college.
Dude, he's a top 5 point getter in the NBA.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that. He's one of the best one-on-one
My favorite player of all time is Carmelo Anthony.
I'm with you on that. I don't have the jersey up anymore, but
go Nuggets. A Denver jersey too, which is
over there.
Go Nuggets!
Love Melo. First ballot, we all agree.
100%.
Yeah. Greatest one-on-one player
I have no problem with Melo.
history.
Like, I don't know if I'm going to say greatest, but I agree.
Greatest ISO player ever.
Like, I'm not going to lie to you, Allen Iverson would probably break him down and rebuild him and just break him down again. Kyrie's another one.
Melo.
KD also.
Melo.
KD is Melo, but better.
KD's Achilles just...
What did you say?
It would just burst.
It's Fugazi. It doesn't exist. Not on the table.
I think I saw a stat. In Melo's, what did he play, 15 years? He missed, like, 300 games or something. Embiid's already missed, like, double that.
Yeah, Embiid's like 45.
He's a loser.
Or 445. He's a fucking idiot. The Celtics hit a record. They set the record for the most threes of the season. Are we happy?
No. Because fuck the Celtics. But
fuck Boston.
I mean,
always fuck Boston.
It's,
in every facet.
100%.
Every sport.
It's cool. I don't want to say it's cool to set the record because it is, but fuck the Celtics.
Yeah, and Jason Tatum's a fucking clip farmer. This guy was
and Derek White is bald.
Anything's possible.
he
had
a notebook.
They never know. Like,
he's cheesy.
All he does is fucking take quotes.
He had a notebook in the locker room. He was probably sitting there just reading them like, oh, that's
He didn't even win the finals.
He's like, what's the Ashton Hall? You know that guy that everyone's memeing right now because he gets up at fucking 4 a.m., sticks his face in hot water, and dives in.
You're clip farming, bro. Like, what are we doing? No. So we had that crazy Jokic stat line a couple weeks ago, and now we have a crazy Giannis stat line.
First time in history.
Are getting after it, bro. The future of the NBA is power forward.
He's so unbelievable.
It's 35, 15, and 20. 20
Can
assists.
you just pull up the NBA standing for a second? I'm very curious to see how the Bucks are doing.
I think they're first. It's like, no, they're not even close.
They're like
The Pistons clinched too.
They're
Good for
sixth.
them.
yeah, good for the Pistons.
This is the first time they clinched the playoff spots in 2018.
So they'll not be in the play-in. So it'll be Magic, the Hawks, the Bulls, and the Heat because everyone else below.
Are the Magic 7? I can't see. Yeah.
Magic 7,
Yeah, the Magic are 7.
Bulls 9, Heat 10. Raptors
Bulls
11.
are so mid.
Yes, the Raptors are in the play-in tournament.
No, they're not. They're out.
No, they're 11.
It's 7 through 10.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They're eliminated.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank God.
I'm
Cooper Flag, here we come.
I stupid. How's the West looking? OKC clinched. Man, this is a tight race.
What's the plan in the West?
T-Wolves. No, Clippers, Grizzlies, Mavericks, and Kings.
Damn.
And then the Suns.
How are the
Suns
Kings there?
How are the Suns out?
They've
Beal.
They've been bad.
If you 5 years ago, like what are those things called? A crystal ball?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Were you looking to see the future? If you said Beal, Booker, and Durant are all on the Phoenix Suns, you'd think they would beat the Bulls 72-10 or
Yo,
73-9.
When KD went
Warriors.
to the Suns for the first place, I remember arguing with Michael about this. They were in that playoff. There was that one playoff run where the Phoenix Suns were killing it, and I was like, they're not going to do anything. I don't believe in KD if he doesn't have those crazy supporting pieces around him.
Did they make it to the finals that year?
No, that wasn't KD's year. That was just Chris Paul and Booker.
Right.
But to be fair, like when KD was in Golden State, he won every Finals MVP.
But even LeBron
Except
said
for I want Iguodala.
KD needs those dynamic players to feed off of. He takes the shine away from like all the other teams want.
Is
If you
his
put him on a
legacy
team,
ruined?
pardon?
Is KD's legacy ruined?
In my
It's been
eyes,
ruined
it is.
since
He
he
only
went
has
to
one MVP.
Golden State.
He has two
That's
Finals
when he ruined
MVPs and one MVP.
Yeah, like he's got the resume to be a Hall of Fame.
He is,
He is.
for
He's
sure.
a lot for the Hall of Fame, no
100%.
doubt.
But since leaving OKC, it's just gone down. Brooklyn didn't work. Phoenix didn't work.
No,
Wherever he goes next, I don't think it's gonna work. I think his career's kind of done. He's getting there.
he's gonna go join Dwight in China.
It'll be interesting. I hated it from the ring chasing off rip. That ruined the legacy for me in my eyes. And so, off rip, when he starts going ring chasing, and when he went to OKC, he was ring chasing. He went to New York, and they tried to build a super team. They went to Phoenix, tried to build a super team. They just couldn't get it to work.
If there's one guy in the league that doesn't have a ring active, who do you want? Mine's Westbrook.
That's a crazy question.
One
Yeah,
guy.
Westbrook is definitely.
Think
up
of some of
there.
the guys. Harden doesn't have one. Westbrook doesn't have one.
I wanted to take
Chris
the
Paul.
cheesy one on you.
Chris Paul.
You.
Chris Paul.
But he's not. Obviously, the Spurs are so shit this year.
He said he's gonna play one more year, and Wemby's gonna hopefully be healthy next year.
I was gonna take a cheesy jab.
Ja.
I was gonna take a crazy jab at you and say I'm just gonna take a rookie. I'm gonna take Anthony Edwards. He's on a chip. Fuck you.
He's a gold medal.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'd probably take.
It's not bad though. Like everyone loves Ant.
Yeah.
And he lost out to Bo Cruz and
Oh,
Hustle.
I'd take Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, one
Oh,
of
that's
the
a
greatest
good one,
active
too.
players without a
Yeah.
pick.
That's a
Or
good
without
one.
a chip, sorry.
All right, I like
Yeah.
that.
AD has been fucking cooking on the Mavs. He is. I don't want to say
I thought
back,
he was
but
done.
man.
Like for the year, I thought he was.
So did
done.
I. I didn't think he was coming back. And I mean, even now, like, you got, what, 15 games
But
left in the
Kyrie's
season?
out now, so like,
Yeah. They're
if
what? They're ninth.
if
We were
they're
looking
if
at
they're
saying
both
they're
healthy,
cooked.
are they like a legitimate
No.
contender?
I think that's a legitimate duo for a playoff contention. I don't think
The
finals
West,
contention.
it's too hard. They're just not good enough.
I mean, they're in a playoff spot. You add Kyrie to this team, they're in a play-in spot. But you add Kyrie to this team,
So right now they'd play.
oh, they're just outside. They're on
They'd
the
play the
19th.
Grizzlies.
I don't think they beat the Grizzlies, even with Kyrie.
I don't know. The Grizzlies have that new player, Finger Guns. He's nice.
Yeah. What's his name again? Ja Wick?
Yeah. When we first started playing fantasy basketball a few years ago, Lane, my buddy, was like, he was like knowledgeable about the Raptors and had a good knowledge of like the NBA, but he didn't really know like kind of like the smaller market stars. He called Morant J.A. Morant.
That was a fucking
J.A. Morant.
abbreviation.
Like he thought it was a
Jonathan Allen.
John Abruzzi
Morant.
Morant.
John Abruzzi Morant. Shout out to Prison Break and Fibonacci.
The Fibonacci sequence. Speaking of the piece of shit that fucking misses all of his fucking games.
The Stage 76ers.
Embiid is having knee surgery. I hope he doesn't come back.
That's the same surgery that Lonzo had when he was out for like 2 years.
I hope he doesn't come back. I hope Embiid stays on the fucking... I hope he goes under a boat and just sits under there like a barnacle for the rest of his life.
Honestly, no, I'm in agreement with that.
Whatever. I'm just over Embiid.
Like, take off both of his kneecaps and use them as barnacles for
I
the
think
boat.
you just get tired of players after a while. It's like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
It's all these shit. You just get tired of all these guys.
It's just all drama and crying and being a loser.
You know what you never hear, what sport you never hear about this shit in is the NHL.
Yep.
Never.
Nope.
Never.
Because guys are so fucking hard-nosed, loyal to a fault sometimes. Like, if everyone was just like Dame in the NBA...
Be elite.
You never hear
So much better.
It'd be proper.
Or even Giannis.
Yeah.
Giannis doesn't bitch.
No, never.
Like, he complained a little bit, I think, when before he signed his big deal.
But he was literally the only
Bucks.
guy.
Yeah. Like, you don't...
But even then, there's that one clip, I love that he said, it was, I think they got eliminated in the first round of the playoffs, and the guy said, do you consider the season a failure? He's like, MJ didn't go to the finals every year. MJ didn't make the playoffs every year.
And, like,
are those seasons
great mentality.
Are they
Great
failures?
mentality.
He's not getting up and going to New York or LA or Miami. He's in Milwaukee.
I really think he's
Like,
one of the
Milwaukee
smallest
markets.
sucks.
I think he's going to be a Buck for his entire career or a Raptor. I think those are the only two places that he
It'd
can
be
go.
crazy if he came
It
here.
would be awesome if he came here. But he's not... Like, there are very few players in the NBA that don't bitch
Yeah, I agree.
about anything. They find everything to bitch about.
Yeah, even Jimmy Butler, who's like a hard-nosed guy, who's really... Like, he fucking went and he played with all the bench guys and beat the starters. And even he still bitches and he's still drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Jeff Teague's podcast?
Yeah.
So he was talking about when him and Jimmy Butler were on the Wolves, and remember that time Butler was playing the practice guys? He's like, I own a fucking all of you. So Jimmy Butler started with the starters. He's like, fuck this, I'm going over to the bench players, and then they won, and then the starters and the bench players were playing, and Jimmy went to go like, oh, people are like, oh, he's just gonna go take a shower. An hour later, he was on ESPN with Rachel Nichols doing an interview, just bragging that he's like, I beat the starters with the practice guys.
Which is all drama, and he's a hard-nosed guy. He's a hard ass who will ride you.
Love
he's
it.
kind of got that
Love
NHL
it.
mentality, and that like he's gonna make sure that you're fucking putting your nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, do your fucking job.
But he's also still drama because it's the NBA, because they're crying.
The NBA is just really pissing me off.
You know what we can do to the NBA to piss them back? Fucking milk them.
Milked.
You've been milked.
Get
Boys.
that vice grip.
I got that little game for you. Michael, you might need to get up and move that light so you can see the screen. See how that affects the video.
Michael, going forward on our social media channels, can you please start posting... When you do post, can you tag the dairy farmers of Ontario?
Yeah, I got you. What the hell is this?
I like this.
So, we got a nice little draft here, boys.
Okay.
You are going to be drafting a fantasy football
Look at the
team.
names.
Is that Mankind?
It is
Look at
mankind.
the names, Michael.
The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo BBLs. You guys are going to go head to
It's a
head
great game.
in a nice little draft. You're drafting a football team with no football players.
Okay, I like this.
Is
It's
it just
gonna be-
offense?
It's mostly going to be
It's just a it's fantasy football team.
It's
So you
mostly
can see
going
right
to be
here.
NBA and wrestlers.
It's a mix. So you got NBA, NHL, some wrestlers. I think that's it. I think that's about
Okay.
where I covered it. But you're drafting a QB, 2 wide receivers, a running back, a tight end, and a flex.
Love that.
So you guys got to put your guys. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 1,000. Pick a number.
562.
690.
Michael got a 666.
Of course it is again.
Michael, you get the first pick. We're doing a snake order draft here.
All right, I think I'm only going to have one serious pick, and I'm going to make it my first one. Just give me LeBron at tight end.
That, honestly, Michael, that's a killer right there. That is a killer.
That is a good one.
Taylor, make your first pick.
Give me as my RB1, I want Rey Mysterio.
Love that.
Shifty,
Love that.
elusive.
He's got a 6'9" all over
You know what
him.
he is? He's Darren Sproles.
Damn, that's a crazy player comp right there, and I
Rey
agree.
Mysterio is Darren Sproles.
There you go.
He's he's not my tight end, buddy. He's my RB1.
Thank you.
He's gonna all my kick returns, all of them, and
This is
then
crazy.
he's gonna 619 everyone.
He's gonna booyaka
This
all
isn't just
over
the
them.
board, correct? We can take anyone.
You can take anyone. I mean, no, this is
Alright,
the board.
alright.
I mean, maybe if you get some
Are
funny ones
we,
in there.
is
I'll
it
add some.
snake, or are we doing like back and forth?
Snake. So Taylor's next
Okay.
pick.
Okay.
All right, give me at my tight end, because he's gonna go menace on the blocking. Give me Mankind.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Taylor has a monopoly on the WWE, guys.
I like this.
All
I
right.
have Derek White.
Nobody draft him.
No,
That's not Derek White.
no, it's Evan Fournier.
That's
Yeah, it's
Fournier.
behind NBA playgrounds.
Michael, your pick.
Yeah. Before I make my pick, can we just look at Matthew's hairline in this photo?
I had to pick the picture when he won the
Like,
heart.
what
He
is
looks-
that?
Because he looks like Benjamin Franklin.
Oh my god, man.
Oh, Matthews. It's a common theme though with guys becoming captain. Look at Matt Sundin. When he
went
bald. When he got drafted by the Nordiques, his luscious hair.
Michael, who you want?
I want, you're going to draft the most important position here with quarterback. Give me Davis Bertans, because that guy is a sharpshooter.
Absolute.
You mean Davis?
Sorry, Davis
Bertans.
Bertans.
Absolute moonball. Michael, take your next pick.
All right. I feel like we need a little bit of receiver action here. This is freaking tough. None of these guys would be good at receiver.
Now, I have a couple guys in here that I think would be great at receiver.
Give me Giannis.
At receiver?
Yeah. I feel like he's like a Megatron type guy.
That's a Kelsey
big,
right there,
strong.
bro.
Let's run it.
Yeah, Michael's got 2 tight ends.
I really wanted a WWE guy, though.
I know.
I should have taken
that.
one.
All right, QB1, because he can throw the ball down the court better than anyone in the league, is Jokic.
Jeez.
It's a great pick.
Jokic's quarterback
is a great pick.
And he's tall, so you can see over the O-line.
No one can touch him. He's slow. He's going to get sacked, and he's not going to,
He's Jared Goff.
But imagine
Ben Roethlisberger.
Imagine trying to block that tush push. He would just do
can't.
this. He would reach over you.
He would be the tush.
He's 7 foot,
He's
too.
the
So he's
O-line.
like,
He's pushing everyone. Jokic is QB1 with those long cross-court passes. Give me Jokic there.
Taylor, your next pick.
Wide receiver 1. I need someone who's a dog. I need someone who's all about scoring, who's going to get up on those 50-50 balls. He might not beat you on all of them, but he's going to he puts his balls to the wall, and that's Alexander Ovechkin, wide receiver 1.
that's a good one. That is a good one.
Mr. 800.
Plus, just
Soon to
for
be
the
9.
Ovi Watch. The Ovi Watch is on.
Ovi Watch is on. And honestly, like, you get greatness like this on your team, it's hard to break it, no matter what sport he's
that
playing.
Mysterio on this board is sideways. Right now, he's 6'1", Mankind's head.
Don't worry, I'm screen recording this so Leonard can plug it.
Thank God. Are you screen recording?
I'm screen recording
Fuck
this
yeah.
so Leonard can plug
That's
this.
awesome.
Michael, your next pick.
All right. We need some speed on this team, a little bit of finesse. Give me Cale McCarr as my running back.
Oh,
I like that.
That's a great fucking
It's a
pick,
shifty-footed running back right there. That guy runs.
He's
that
got
guy
your
runs a
bell
4-1.
cow, but this is like a Jameer Gibbs type.
Yeah,
He runs a 4-1.
Yeah, that's gonna be a wild one. Michael, who's next?
Man. We need a little bit more toughness on this team, I feel. Give me Burnsy at my flex.
You're flexing the tight end for this team?
Oh, yeah.
Plus, he has an animal farm.
Is
so
this
your
Dynasty?
team,
Do we get a tight end premium for this?
There's a tight end premium, for sure. Okay, Michael's building like a big ball team right now. Like, he's got Davis Bertans 6'10". He's got Giannis. He's got Cale McCarr. He's got LeBron. He's got Brent Burns. Taylor's building really around like that small, gonna punch you toughness.
Yeah.
Taylor, who's your next pick?
I do need some size. And unfortunately, no one on this board is big anymore, really.
Trae Young.
So, you got to think history with this pick. This is going to be my flex player. Although they didn't win the war, tenacity was very much a part of it. I'm going to want Leon Draisaitl as my flex player, please.
That's a crazy way to draft someone.
That is a crazy way to draft someone. It's all about the tenacity. I like
It's a great
it.
pick, though.
I like it.
It's a great pick.
They lost.
No, Draisaitl, he's one of those guys. He is really a flex. He's a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you
Put him on
want.
the wing. You can, put him in the trenches. He'll perform.
Absolutely. Do you got another pick now? You got to close out your team?
Oh, yeah, I got a wide receiver here. I need some speed. You know what? Let's just fuck it. Give me Matthews.
Nice.
It's all about scoring for me.
Let's go. No Toronto goes undrafted.
Let's go. Matthews,
Michael,
wide receiver 2.
how
I
you
got the
gonna
2
run your
greatest
team?
goal scorers of all time as my wide receivers.
Well,
That is actually a fucking fantastic point.
being a Toronto sports fan all my life, I'm not touching Caulfield.
Caulfield. Cauliflower field.
Caulfield.
Caulfield or Tatum, so give me my NBA Playgrounds GOAT, Evan Fournier.
As your
My
wide receiver?
too.
And you know a deep threat, another one. You got that Davis Bertans.
Are you getting
Evan
Nick's
Fournier connection?
or are you getting France Fournier?
Is that a Knicks jersey?
All these players are prime.
Can't really tell. Okay.
All these
So
players
we're
are
getting
prime.
Magic Fournier.
So even Cale McCarr, if he still has more in the tank, he could prime past this, We'll come back to this in 2 years.
Yeah.
In episode number, 780.
So, as the draft host, Super Bowl matchup right here. Who takes it?
Go position by position. Who wins and we'll
Oh, yeah,
tally up the
let's
score.
do that. That's
Position
better.
by position. All right. I'm taking Jokic over
Fair.
Bertans.
I think that's a better pick.
I think it's just,
So
yeah.
that's 1-0 for the BBLs.
Giannis, I'm probably actually going to take over Ovi.
Okay, so 1-1.
You just got felt up.
Giannis, he can moss you, bro. He's kind of got
Yeah,
he's
for
Mike
sure.
Evans, but he has size to actually really just fucking moss you. Put one arm up. He doesn't have to jump. He just catches the ball.
No, I agree with that. He wins that.
I'm gonna take Matthews over Evan Fournier for sure.
That makes sense.
I mean, come on. You got the Arizona Beauty versus the French Baguette. At running back, I'm actually gonna have to take Rey Mysterio here because I think Rey Mysterio, he's got that kind of agility where he could put his foot up on like a quarterback's knee and just jump off that guy to continue yardage after
imagine a 50-50 ball in the end zone. He head scissors your quarterback, jumps up and grabs it with his feet.
A frog splash for celebration.
And then he comes out.
No OPI.
Undersized, though.
No OPI. No. Clean touchdown.
Incidental contact.
Yeah, I think. So what's the score right now? Taylor's got 1.
It's 2-1 Taylor.
2-1 Taylor. 3-1 Taylor.
3-1.
Because he just got Rey Mysterio.
Tight end, we don't even have to discuss.
Tight end's LeBron by a mile. LeBron was built for the NFL.
So the tie or win.
And then the tie to win it, Brett Burns versus, Leon Draisaitl. This is wild. Because in my head, you got one guy who's really going to perform on the offensive end of the ball, and you have another guy who's going to clean up the tackles. He's going to make that O-line tight. He's going to fucking lay it down.
Burns is the Kittle of the NHL. He doesn't miss games, and he does everything.
I'm going to have to take Burns just because he has
Let's
teeth.
go.
And does that make it a tie?
That's a tie. That's 3-3.
Okay.
Well, how about since I didn't get a WWE guy, we add another flex, but it has to be a WWE guy, and we can pick anybody. Is that fair?
I'm down.
Okay.
I was going to say, we'll add another flex you guys can pick out of these, but I'm 100% down for
fuck
that.
those losers.
You just going to pick any WWE guy?
Yeah.
All
Anybody.
right. Run it.
All right, flexes. So I picked last, right?
No, I picked last, so it's your pick.
Okay. I'm going to need some size. So, it's
I
a
knew that was
big
coming.
show. It's a big man show tonight. It's got to be the big show.
Damn. All right, Michael.
One thing this team is really lacking is speed. So, he's not the biggest guy, but I loved him watching WWE. Give me Kofi Kingston.
That's crazy one.
Look at the picture. Can you pick the big show with hair?
No, I don't want the big show with hair.
You don't want the big show with
It's
hair?
more aerodynamic.
You don't have a choice. Oh my god, he looked like Andre the Giant in 2000.
Why didn't you pick Andre the Giant?
Holy shit! Look at this. He looks like an upstanding civilian.
Looks like Jared Goff.
Jesus Christ.
Big show with hair,
No,
please.
you don't have a choice, bro. I'm sorry.
I need a big show with no hair. Yeah, it's a big show.
You gotta pick him with his leotard that covers one nipple.
There's the big show for Taylor's team, and Michael closes it out with Kofi Kingston.
You,
Yes,
at least,
sir.
you have to at least make the big show the biggest picture on the screen.
We'll make him the backdrop.
Yeah.
The backdrop show.
Please just let me drop this. Yes. And Michael gets Kofi Kingston.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so we're tied 3-3, Osama. Who
I'm actually going to give you guys a visual representation of how this matchup goes, because at the end, in the last drive, last play, Michael's on offense. Everybody on your team goes down, taking out everybody on Michael's team, and the only two men left standing are Kofi Kingston on the 65. Looking down a 65-yard bomb on the 20-yard line, about to get in the end zone, and he has the Big Show facing him down, coming right out of his blind side, about to just fucking
full
tackle him.
speed sprinting.
And this is how it's going to go. Everybody's dead on the line of scrimmage right now. Everybody's dead. You got Kofi Kingston. He comes up, makes the catch on a drop route. Turns around, makes the catch, stops up, makes one look to his right. Sees nothing there. Makes a look to his left. Sees the Big Show. Kofi Kingston makes a juke move, cuts back left, tries to make it around the Big Show. The Big Show says no. He gets wide. 5-point stance.
Choke slam.
The Big Show eats Kofi Kingston.
He eats him.
He eats him. Shits the ball out. Pick 6. And Taylor's team wins the series.
Shit.
Let's go, baby.
Well, it's the Big Show. Guys, this was a fantastic pod.
Greatest game ever created.
Great pod.
This was a fantastic pod.
Greatest game ever created.
Did we leave anything left
Unbooked?
to our devices? Unbooked?
Do we have
So
to?
no, we just got a note that we're filming this on March or April 5th. Ovi plays tomorrow, so our podcast will come out after he plays tomorrow. So if he does score, don't you fucking haters come out of saying we're using our burners. Okay? This was recorded on April 5th. That needs to be noted at 2:26 p.m.
I'll even
in the
put
locker
myself
room.
holding today's newspaper.
The Gazette.
Like a
the Sweaty Gazette.
No, that's it. I think we're good.
I think we're good, guys.
That's it.
We might have special content coming this week.
Special content coming.
Maybe.
Stay tuned for some really interesting stuff dropping throughout the week. Always keep your eyes peeled. Stay tuned in our stories. Make sure you have your notifications on for everything. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, commenting. We got very exciting things in the works, and we're excited to bring it to you. We love doing this.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Take it easy.
Scan the QR code.
Get
sweaty.